So going back from where we didn't know if I was going to Addison Trail or not for these first couple of months of treatment.
3, 2, 1.
And this all happened at noon when Nina had came up with a
3,
beautiful
2,
birthday cake
1.
for Colton. And I said, oh, that would be very pretty.
Click.
He would like it. 5:30 in the afternoon, we all kind of had a pizza party to celebrate his birthday at the hospital in the cancer ward. Not the best way you want to celebrate.
Rotate device.
Along
Yeah.
with me being in the hospital.
Awesome.
After that, one of the nurses came in and said they were going to do the spinal tap.
I got Greasy that
great.
tells the tower and
Something
a
out
sharp
the
turn
bone
to
marrow.
Salty Springs.
They're gonna do what they did to Jeffrey when he was
Pleasant.
4 years old with cancer. Oh, you're talking about the story Germans grow dangerous pie? Yeah. When they stabbed a needle into him without giving him numbing medication. We have to do this quick. We can't really numb you for this. There's no time for it. How long is it? The needle? Yeah, I say.
Rotate device.
Probably about 14 gauge needle. Oh, that's long. Maybe about an 18.
Rotate device.
I don't know. This is my first time doing this. I'm an intern. Colton's like, I don't want no intern nurses doing a spinal tap on her if you don't know what you're doing. That's why I have somebody who knows how to do it come in here. Don't just
That's from
stab a
me knowing you to find
needle
out.
into her without her feeling no pain.
Jesse's
We
gone.
can't give her the numbing stuff right now. Oh my god. Colton was getting very pissed. He didn't have patience for anyone. A couple of my friends had stood up because they were squeamish of blood. Colton was not.
Rotate device.
I was shocked. I know I'd pass out from the blood. So
1:20 a.m. 2 minutes 47 seconds.
when they came in with some type of cream to put on, they told me it was some numbing cream.
Rotate device.
I said I hope so. And they reassured me. And they did. They put on some cold spray, like when they're about to put on an IV. Usually they'll spray something on your arm that's really cold to numb up the area. Or what else did they do? I forgot. But I know that one. But that really freezes up your arm. Oh my gosh. You're like, ugh, I don't like that feeling. That kind of spray, they use it. So they use the alcohol pads to wipe down my arm. The cleaning alcohol, not drinks, if you guys are wondering. And then they sprayed the substance at me, and it was pretty numbing. I couldn't really feel anything. And then they went for the arm, or they went for where they did the bone marrow. Not the arm, never mind, what was I saying? They did the bone marrow somewhere. It's usually leukemia is hard to explain. I'll have to read this story from this girl's dangerous pie again. And then get back to you about where they find the bone marrow and they suck it out. That's mainly where the leukemia is.
Wow.
But normally it's found in your blood. Your white blood cells and your white blood count. If it goes very low, then there's something wrong. So, yeah. And actually, they don't go for your arm. Never mind, I forgot. So they went to where they would find bone marrow.
It's
C
snobby to
shot.
retract.
And they stabbed the needle right through. And of course I started screaming, and
Snobby to
Colton
retract.
started squeezing my left hand. And I was looking at him, angry look in my eyes.
Right.
I'm like, oh my god. And they're like, it's
Oh,
okay. I'm
everything.
like, no, it's
Oh,
not
why?
okay. And then they suck out something. I'm like, oh. I ended up trying to sit up and gag and throw up, and Colton's like,
Count that
okay.
shit.
And they're like, she had a
Count it.
reaction to this. And he's like,
No,
what
quit.
is this about
Pay
now?
attention. Damn.
She's squeamish of blood, and part of this was going to deal with blood. And that's why she threw up. Oh, this is why you should have knocked her out for this, Colton said. We can't. Look, leukemia patients, we have to act quick. We can't wait for anything to settle in, okay?
0 watching. 6 minutes.
And,
1:24 a.m.
Colton was mad because I wasn't getting the right medical treatment. He said, yeah, right.
Nothing. No.
I thought Silver Cross Hospital wouldn't know what my girlfriend would need. Apparently, they don't, I said. And, the nurses were like, yeah, I think she had a reaction to this when they shot some medicine into me. And then they sucked out the marrow. And
Motivated junk.
that's when I reacted to it. So they're like, whoa, that's unusual. Yeah, Colton's. I'd like to know more.
Rotate device.
She's on stage 4, the last stage, and it's very deadly. You might want to reconsider how much time she might have left. What? Colton said. We don't know how much time Dove has. Oh, what the hell? After they cut up all that mess and whatever, took everything out, the needle and everything, I had the IV hooked up to me, to my right arm, to fight off the infection
You're about to be beat
and everything else. I was on strong chemo
What are you gonna do with a phone?
that time.
0 watching. Finish button. 1:25 a.m.
And
8 minutes.
Colors.
it was crazy. That later on that night, Colton was gonna go with his friends to hang out, but he wanted to stay with me. I was glad that they were not doing another Spinal Tap
Lying pieces of shit.
for a while.
Invite us.
Because just our first one was very agonizing. Painful.
Invite us.
I screamed worse than Jeffrey did. I pulled away. But he stayed. I couldn't bear to see the needle sink in
Rotate device.
and then take out something.
God.
That was disgusting.
Make sure we're all
Oh
on
my
fucking
god, I'm
knees.
surprised Jeffrey didn't puke when he seen this bone marrow being sucked out. Oh, that is horrific and disturbing. It's part of the cancer world, Colton said. Yeah, I know. I see. We both fell asleep that night in the hospital room. He crashed on the same bed next to me. Even though my bed was kind of small, but we managed to fit somehow, in some way.
Rotate device.
But another nurse brought in another bed to put beside. So I thought, okay. So Colton moved on that side a little. But we were still kind of next to each other. And I instantly fell asleep around 9 o'clock. I told him happy birthday, and I hope he wasn't mad. I'm not mad that you ruined it. It's not your fault.
Shut up.
We just need to beat this cancer's ass. he said. I laughed. Love you.
We're in
I
a
said.
squad. I repeat.
Okay, Colton said. He turned on the TV. That was in the
Guys, I got
hospital
wailing
room.
with fucking
I went to
Chris
bed.
Louise.
Colton still sitting up in the one bed right next to me. He could tell I was out like a light within minutes. Damn,
I got lucky landing the flush.
chemo drugs are kicking her ass. Some of these steroids were gonna make me
Yeah, I'm
energetic,
still
very
in the
weak.
fucking starting island.
Half the stuff I was on for the night is gonna make me very weak and tired.
Yeah.
And that's why I went to
remember
bed
service
early.
sandwiches and grandma allowances. Where the fuck
10
are we
minutes,
going?
56.
So
1:28 a.m.
that time, Colton watched some scary movies.
Grenades got chucked in here.
The nurses would come every hour to renew my bag or ask a
Mine.
medical question to me or him.
They're mine.
It annoyed me so
Whose
bad.
grenades are those?
I couldn't stand it. Colton ended up nodding off to sleep at about around 3 a.m. If I
Where did you shoot
recall,
me from?
when I got up to step
Ah,
out
fuck you, cunt.
to get some coffee. But I ended up getting sick. I didn't tell him what was going on. And I ended up going to the coffee room to get some coffee. I was feeling out of it. The nurses knew I walked out. Colton was like, "Where's Dove?" They made a lie saying that I went down for
Is Chris asleep?
some testing.
I walked
And they
off
said
it.
that Dove reacted to another medication. They made a total lie so he wouldn't know that I went to go get some coffee. At 3 o'clock in the morning? What testing? I can't tell you.
No, dude.
Angiogram,
The fuck?
some stuff where they shoot dye in you. That's gonna make her sick even more. Yeah, it will, but it'll wear off within a day. A day? She'll be laying around acting like shit, he said. I understand how you're feeling, okay? But we need to do what's best
Get a headshot.
medically for Dove.
If you don't headshot
I
him, it
said-
don't count. You never hit
I
him.
understand, Colton said, getting all choked up.
I've had like
A few
I've had
minutes
like
later,
15,
one of the nurses
I've
ran
had
out,
like 15
to meet me.
fucking trick shots today.
and Colton's like,
I mean,
"Uh-huh,
also,
liar.
yeah, fuck. Good
Why do I
sense.
see her with a cup of coffee? Liar." Colton, calm down, I say. Calm down. You act like everything is so dramatic. I brought you coffee. You need to calm down, dude. They said you
Who wants to
went
play-
down for
who wants
some
to play? I mean,
testing
it's okay.
to shoot dye in you. The angiogram or something. Oh, I don't know
Radiation.
what the hell it is, Colton said. Where's the results? There's nothing, I say.
Woo!
Oh
Don't
my
count.
God,
Never had 'em.
Colton said. You
Wasn't that shot?
really
Don't
wanted
count.
to lie to me? Oh my God, I say. Calm down, dude. I gave him his coffee.
No, we don't.
I
You want
went
to see my
back to
highlights?
bed because I was tired of hearing his mouth. He was going crazy. And
0 watching now. 1:32 a.m. 14 minutes 9 seconds.
CJ's a black fart.
Shut up, man.
You are.
Yeah.
What? What did you say?
Nothing.
Racist. Oh my God.
Nana, stop spinning. Watch out.
Shut up.
Spinning.
Okay, sorry guys. So, I
Rotate
didn't want nothing to do with Colton's mouth because he was running his mouth about everything, to every doctor we've seen. He's like, oh, what the fuck are we gonna do now? And I'm like, dude, calm down. And then after all this drama, Colton ended up leaving. He didn't come back. But he left his phone and charger. I was like, whatever, he could be mad. He doesn't have to deal with a cancer patient. He doesn't
Why make it
understand. And then a few days later, I still haven't heard from him. But the few days
What?
prior, he did come back for his phone. And then left. Never said a word to me. I was like, wow, okay. And one day the nurses came. One of them, her name is Lisa. um, Lisa, she told me that I would have to have surgery to remove my tonsils. I'm like, why? They didn't really tell me much. And I was nervous. I'm like, oh my gosh. And she's like, whatever happened to Colton? I'm like, he just stopped talking to me. Ever since that night, he opened his mouth about everything, and he was like, oh, you're a liar.
Want to get on 2K?
He didn't say that to you. He said that to us. I understand, but why would he get so mouthy about it, I said. I don't know. What? That was supposed to be for his birthday, I say. To Lisa, I get all choked up. Do you want me to call him? Yes. And at this time, it was 5 o'clock in the morning before I went to surgery. She called on her phone. He wasn't too happy to be woken up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Hey, it's Nurse Lisa. I'm her nurse for today. I know it's too early, she said to Colton. What is going on? He asked. Look, Dove is going to have surgery to remove her tonsils, and she wants you up here. There was silence. Fell over. And I didn't say much. Can I talk to her? Yeah, she'll be going down at 7 o'clock though. It's 5:30. Okay. So, she handed me the phone. She left. Closed the door. And I broke down immediately. I was like, Colton, what made you decide to leave and not come back for a few days? I did nothing wrong. Colton's like, do you know I still love you, this and that. I would never call you a liar. CJ!
0 watching now. 18 minutes, 6
Heavy ass breath.
1:36 a.m.
Colton's like, you know I love you, this and that, blah, blah, blah. You're the only one I love. And I just started crying more. I was like, please just go to the hospital. He's like, I am. He's like, but everybody was pissing me off. They were not giving me the right results and everything. And I said they did end up doing the dye testing. Did they? I felt like trash the other night. Wow. Yeah. That's a shame, he said. I'll be up there about 6:30. That's 30 minutes before I head down. Alright, I'll be there. We hung up. Lisa came in, she's like, how'd it go? I said, good. He was just mad because everything was just lies. She's like, I understand. About 6:45, Colton arrived. 15 minutes before I was taken down to surgery. And at this time, it was going on 7, and I couldn't believe how dark it was still outside. It was like it felt like it was only 5 o'clock in the morning, but it was already 6, going on 7. The 15 minutes were up, and 7 o'clock rolled around. 5 minutes to 7, they started getting me ready. And After everything was fine, they took me down to surgery.
What?
And Colton went with me. And he said, do you want me to stay with you until they knock you out? I was like, it's up to you. So he ended up staying.
What happened?
And
You bought it. What about it?
I told him not to have me lay back until they were giving me the
Oh, you mind starting
anesthesia.
it over?
Because I get
Alright.
nervous. And one of the
Put it on some.
nurses
Put it on some.
talked to me for a bit. I sat up and then before I knew it, I was going to pass out because they already shoot the anesthesia in. When I told them specifically, let me know. So I could
Has
quickly
$50
lay
on it.
back
What's
right
that
away
about?
before I wouldn't even passed out.
So you have
And
zero
I
on
was
it
already
now.
freaking out. Colton was right there. And then everything was just getting blurry. And I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? He's like, it's gonna be okay. And the last thing I remember was like, you'll do okay, love. That's all I remember.
Well, give me the info
at that
and,
point. Then it was 7 o'clock. About an
Alright,
hour
well,
later, it
Lindsay,
was about
save the info right
8
now.
o'clock. And
Zero watching.
Slide me the
21 minutes,
info.
30. 1:39 a.m.
I have deleted some of the
And,
skins in the group
it
right
was,
now. Slide me the info.
8:15. And I was
I
just
credit
getting
debit
out of
card. Alright,
surgery.
Jesse, I'm waiting.
They took the tube out of my
Cold.
throat and everything.
Coldholder's name.
And Colton
Cardholder's name. What
was
is
on
it?
his way down. I didn't say much because I knew I'd be in a lot of pain
Jesse.
after.
Cardholder's name.
So after he arrived in the room, he's like, hey, love.
Sure.
And I didn't say nothing. I snapped my fingers
You cop.
to signal him to come over on my right side, where the IV and stuff was all hooked up.
What's the cardholder name?
I was on an
Lisa?
oxygen thing, so I could tell that I was still on the oxygen. And
Don't worry about it.
I would be on it for extra 15
Card number.
minutes.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, you fucked everything. I can read this shit.
I
Seven.
started
Alright.
coughing and it was hurting my throat a lot. I was coughing up blood and that was not a good sign. And they said it should be normal because the tonsils were just removed. I had to sit up but I really couldn't. Colton helped me. You okay? He
Jesse, what the
said.
fuck is the expiration date?
I was hacking. I finally
Jesse.
managed to say I should be
The fuck is the
okay
expiration date?
in a weak voice.
No,
There,
blurry as hell.
Colton brought me some Dove ice cream chocolate. Even though I was probably not going to handle it as much.
What is it?
We have free pops for her. Oh, okay. We'll save this for later, okay? He said. Yeah, I said.
No, do you guys
So
have
he
expiration
puts that in
date?
the bag before it was all melted, and I was given
How
a
do you know?
blue
Where do you see that?
popsicle to suck on.
Oh.
That was the only thing I
I see
could
that.
consume at the moment,
2026.
since I
man.
had just gotten out of surgery. And Colton was like, oh, I
Wait,
brought
is it
you some Pepsi.
6 as in June?
Oh. I try to say. Still coughing.
Okay, I got it. What's the security code?
I was told to suck on the ice chips, and I'm like, that's
See?
so messed up.
Security code.
So they gave me a little cup of it with ice chips,
Rotate device.
and I
Your
was
story.
putting the stuff in my mouth, and it was hard for me to swallow. So I had to wait until they dissolved in my mouth, melted, to
What's
swallow it.
not the security code, Nick? Oh, you bitch.
I was having trouble swallowing
No, it's not.
anything. And then Colton poured a little teaspoon of Pepsi on the spoon, put it in my
Security
mouth,
code. What's
and
your
I'm
security code?
choking. And I'm like, I can't do this, don't do that. He's like,
It's not an honest story.
since you sip from the straw, I'm like,
Oh,
no.
it's
I
right
said, do you
there.
know how painful it is? even just sipping through a straw is still gonna sting real bad. It's because she had her tonsils taken out. Lisa said.
4847484.
Oh, okay. Colton said. No wonder why she was hacking and choking and spitting up the soda.
Okay.
Oh,
Street address.
you figure.
The fuck is your address?
Peyton Dodson came around the corner. Hey, Dove, how you feeling? I couldn't say much. I signaled him over. Hey, I tried to say. Peyton. I got all choked up. I hugged him. Hey, Dove, someone you lost her voice. She got her tonsils taken out. Colton said. Oh, well, that's never happened to her. No, it's her first time in 18 years. Why did she do this?
State filings.
She found something abnormal. Wow. Yeah, swelling. She had difficulty breathing, swallowing. So they said something was wrong. Well,
What's the postal code?
she was just choking and spitting up Pepsi from her mouth.
What's the postal
I
code?
spooned some Pepsi in her mouth and she started choking on it. Oh, you gotta be
Shit.
careful. Oh no, that's why I stopped giving it to her. So now she's just gonna take tiny droplets from a eyedropper medicine. It's a little tube you suck into Pepsi and then you just put droplets in her mouth. That's what I'm gonna do right now.
It didn't
Oh,
work.
okay. Yeah.
01.
Yes, you're a fraud. Oh, well.
26 minutes. 1:44 a.m.
It's great.
So she
You do
got
this all the
the
time.
medicine dropper, the syringe, and spooned up the Pepsi in it. He sucked it all up in it, and the tube was black because of the Pepsi. And then he put the thing in my mouth and squirted down my throat, which made matters worse. Aspirated the pop. And I was in a choking fit. And they had to put me back on the tube
I'm going to hell.
because of the way I
I'm
swallowed the soda. And Colton was like, oh great, I must have killed her. They're like, no, she just needs oxygen. They put me in the breathing machine. They quickly put a trach. And I was passed out again. And I'm like, the only thing I could remember was like, oh my god. While choking. And then, after that
Good job.
happened,
0 watt. 28 minutes.
you're going to bed? Okay.
30 minutes, 20 seconds. 1:48 a.m.
So,
Rotate device.
oh. So after a little while, I ended up regaining consciousness again off the breathing tube at about 11. And then my voice was even worse. I was like, great. So now I was doing typing, not talking. And that was very frustrating because I have to use speech to text. Colton would have to help me type or dictate for me. It's a shame.
Rotate device.
We ended up still doing the Pepsi by a teaspoon and poured it in my mouth. And I have to admit I was acting a bit childish. But, well, you don't want to take a chance of choking on soda, so you have to have someone do it for you while not choking. And all I practically do is suck on Pepsi and ice cold stuff. Those are all I could consume after getting my tongue cord removed. Plus it was very, very painful after surgery. And I would not trust any hot coffee, hot tea, no nothing, no hot stuff. And let me time I would was either having blueberry oatmeal or whatever. And that burned like shit. And I was not gonna have Takis for 2 months.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
What?
Brat?
Right.
Bastard?
Bastard. Hello.
33 minutes, 30 seconds.
So that day went very smoothly, and all I did was typing all day. And Fulton thought it was disturbing because all you hear is the texting on my phone, which is me typing, but tapping when you type. And me and him type all day. So it's basically silence in the hospital. But we had the TV on, or whatever, to block out the stupid, annoying texting and everything. And it was kind of actually fun, too. You didn't have to speak, you just text. But it was for a purpose, I needed. Because every time I tried to talk, it was hard. And it would really hurt. And no phone calls were going to be made from Colton's friend, Rocco, or Christian. So I just messaged. Colton notified everybody that I was going to have my tonsils removed, and should only be via text message only throughout the few days. No calling because she's going to have trouble talking.
You can just stay there.
They all just message instead, which was okay.
What was that?
First couple of days were unbelievably miserable, and I couldn't stand just the eerily silent room. So I texted Christian, bring my parakeet Nigel to the hospital. He said okay. And called Colton to rearrange that. And I said okay.
01.
So
5. 35.
Christian met us at the hospital and brought Nigel. And it was nice
Rotate device.
being able to see Nigel. I held him, and there's a nice special bond with my bird. It was lovely. I enjoyed the bond that I had with him. It was amazing. My goodness gracious. 5 more days my voice started to clear a bit. I was starting to talk a little bit, not by much. But I still didn't want to take a chance of trying to talk as much. To lose my voice even more.
Rotate device.
Oh, let me say simple words. Like, okay, whatever. And all of that. Here and there. And then a couple of days later, I
Rotate
gotten
device.
better. And so I stopped texting. Plus my fingers were getting sore. And with people with leukemia, your fingers get very weak. And you start to lose sometimes your memory of what you could remember.
Rotate device.
Because sometimes steroids could mess up your memory. And it did make me forget about the Halloween dance a little. And that was a shame. And my memory was foggy at some point. Because Colton would be like, oh, do you remember my graduation? I'd be like, wait, what? 8th grade or? And then he'd have to correct me. I'm like, why do I have to have an 18-year-old correct a 21-year-old? Very sad. He's like, it's such a shame, but it's not your fault. You know? It's not, I say softly. After a while, I ended up getting out of the hospital to spend Christmas with everybody. And I was feeling okay. So
There you go.
I'm up and moving and stuff. Just not driving. I stopped driving. I stopped typing on Braille because my fingers get so weak. I dropped in Addison Trail before Lucille had left. Lucille Delgado. I never really had a problem with Lucille ever since Colton snapped on him back in 2018. Oh shit. I had a cramp in my neck. Oh, that shit hurts.
01. 38 minutes. 1:56 a.m.
Oh my god, it hurts. Okay. Anyways, so after a while, after a few days, I was released on
Rotate device.
December 22nd, which was the day that Lucille would be graduating. And I got released at noon, so I dropped by Edison Trail. I got to say hi to Lucille. And it was lovely talking to him again. After leaving,
Rotate device.
I go back to our mom's house. It's like,
I don't know, it's
been
been
a
staring
little
at my
while.
decals game for 40 minutes.
I was like, yeah, I was in the hospital since Halloween. She's like, yeah, I heard. Yeah. Although I missed Thanksgiving and, you know. Yeah, but you got to spend the time with Colton. Definitely. Is he coming over for a Christmas party? Yeah, December 24th or 25th? 25th, my mom said. My memory's all messed up. I couldn't even remember Colton's 8th grade graduation anymore. I say, yeah, your memory can get foggy with meditations like these. Oh my god.
Rotate device.
Yeah, I almost completely forgot Violet was here. Holy shit. What time is she coming over, I say? About 5? She said. I could have sworn it was 3. 3? I checked my phone and it was 5. And I messaged Colton. I said, my memory is getting bad. And I put LOL. It's seriously getting bad. And he replied, wow, you sound like you're 90. I joked, shut up. LOL. He never replied. Showed up at 5 with a bunch of gifts. He put it all in my mom's room, so I wanted to see it. I was like, oh, I wonder what's in there.
41 minutes 35. 1:59 a.m.
He's like, yo, no, on Christmas love. I was like, aww. And
41 minutes 49 seconds.
I was like, oh, I can't wait, you know, whatever. He's like, yeah. So, December 24th was Christmas Eve, and we all just kind of hung out, and we went to bed around 11. I went to bed around 9 because with leukemia, it knocks you out quicker. I went to bed about 9. Colton came in the room at about 11, turned on the light, charged his phone, turned it off, plugged in the Christmas lights, and went to bed next to me. I woke up at about 8:30, still kind of tired, and I kind of felt out of it, like I didn't really want to get up as much. And I try to fight myself to wake up and get out there and see what's going on. About 9, I managed to get up and go in the living room to see what the kids got for Christmas. I was so tired. My mom's like, what are you doing? I said, I woke up. She's like, you look tired. You want to go lay back down? I said, I will after once I see these guys what they got. She said, okay. I sat down and I tried to fight my sleep so much. I was like dozing off, even taking pictures. I couldn't even hold my phone. I couldn't even tell what my sister got. It was pretty bad. And then Colton was putting stuff by me. I wasn't in the mood to open. And my mom was like, just put them to the side. She's not really doing well. She should just lay back down for a while. Yeah, Colton said. You don't look too great. She was fine the other day. Yeah. It's not like she's got a fever, my mom said. Checking my temperature with a thermometer. No, it's normal, Colton said, looking at it. Yeah. She's probably just real weak. Dove, can you hear me? And I was passed out at the time. I didn't really quite make out what he was saying. All I remember was my mom grabbing my arm and stuff pulling me, standing me up and taking me back to my room, laying me back down. And that was it. It was about 9:30 after I finally crashed.
Rotate device.
I was so dead tired. I don't know why. I went to bed at 9 the night previous. Woke up at 8:30 thinking, oh, nope. I barely saw what the kids got. I was pretty upset. They said they'd show me later in the day. I knocked out right away after Colton and my mom got me in the room. Closed the door. I was out like a light. And
45 minutes. 01. 2:03 a.m.
later on, just started showing up. A couple of my aunts, my little cousins showed up. My aunt Chess showed up with my baby cousin, who was only about a year old. And she started walking a little bit. She managed to get by me, just following her.
Rotate device.
Mama Dove, it's about 1 in the afternoon, sweetie, she said. I rolled over. What? I say, it's 1. What's going on? Just tired.
Rotate device.
Yeah, Colton told me everything. He wants you anyways. Okay, I say. I slowly get up. I feel a little more energized than I did the previous few hours. Got up, walked out. They're like, hey, Merry Christmas. I said, Merry Christmas, as much as I could. And then I tried to stay awake as best as I could. We all made my grandma come over to make a really big ham and stuff. And all that good junk. And the desserts, we have pumpkin pie.
D'Angelo Russell.
And apple pie and stuff. We had cookies and cream pie. I wasn't really up to any of that.
Where does he go
I ate
for?
some ham and stuff. Not a whole lot of dessert though. I only had 1 piece of pumpkin pie. My mom's like, that's not like you. I'm fine, I said. I understand what you mean though. Yeah.
Jerk.
Try not to get sick from this stuff when you're on meditation. Yeah, Colton said. He gave me the iron pill that I had to take for anemia. I was not too happy to take it, but I had to. After I took most of my medications for the night, it was about 5 o'clock at night, I managed to fight it throughout 4 hours. And I asked if I could see what they got for Christmas. Kids showed me what they got. Gianna got a couple of good stuff. CJ Anthony, a bunch of games for their PS4s, whatever. My little sister a bunch of junk. And me, I'm still not opening mine. So my mom helps me open my stuff. Cute jewelry, necklaces, rings, and all that good stuff. Perfumes, new dresses, a new iPhone, and I told him about me an engagement ring. We got engaged on Christmas night, on Christmas Day. I managed to say a couple of words before we got engaged. And everybody watched. Yeah, I took pictures.
49 minutes.
And
2:07 a.m.
it was exciting. I loved it. After a little while, after opening all my stuff, we put all in my room and stuff. Organized my room a little. About 7:30, I went back down again. It wasn't like me at all. Colton put on a Christmas movie for me in the bedroom. Well, I laid there and tried to watch it. I tried to fight it. Normally, it's not normal to fight your sleep. If you have to fall asleep, just do it. I did whatever I could that day to stay awake. My Christmas was ruined. I slept a lot. I ended up dozing off about 7:50 to be exact. And Colton was trying to call my phone. I zoned out on it. I had my phone by me. It was vibrating. I felt it too, but I ignored it. I tossed and turned all night. He was calling my cell phone. What scared me the most is that my cousin Gianna was in the room. I bolted out of the bed and she jumped up. She's like, "What the hell?" I said, "Gianna, you scared the living shit out of me." And she's like, "I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Gianna, don't ever do that." And she's like, "Why is Colton calling you?" I'm like, "I don't know what's going on." It was only 10 o'clock at night. I answered. I said, "Yeah." "Okay, well, I'm sure the bed and come out here." And I could tell something was wrong. I was like, "Okay, what's going on?" I called her. And something is not right.
51 minutes, 11 seconds.
And I knew something was wrong. So I had to go check on him.
56% display brightness
And
control.
I found out that he turned out to be sick. I was like, "Oh." He was throwing up a couple of times, and my grandma told me, she was like, "Yeah, I think Colton's getting sick too now." I was like, "Oh my God." And he did kind of look pale. That was not good at all. Oh, poor Colton, I say. And my mom gave him some medicine for nausea and stuff. He crashed on the couch immediately. I fell asleep next to him. Comfort him. We both fell asleep together. And my mom had the heater on and stuff. It was -2 degrees outside. So we had to keep the house warm and stuff. And in the middle of the night, Colton got up. And he left me on the couch by myself. And I could tell the bathroom light was being turned on, so I knew something was wrong. And he was throwing up again. I'm like, "Oh my God." It was only 2 o'clock in the morning when my mom woke up and found him that way. She found him throwing up. She's like, "You okay?" He's like, no. She managed to help him back by the kitchen table, sat him down, turned the kitchen light on. I could kind of tell something was going on, but I couldn't tell from my blurry vision. And even though I have enough eyesight, it's just now with this junk going on, my vision just blur at night. I can make out just him sitting there looking pale as ever. I'm like, what the fuck? I could tell he's not in good shape at all. He does not look good at all. He looks pale and shaky and stuff. My mom gave him some more medicine and a bottle of water to drink on. And he was kind of dozing off at the table when she sat with him while she smoked. Right in front of him, too. Colton was not a smoker. He hated that smell. And with me around, he did not like it. He tried to ignore the smoke. Just dozed off. She helped him back into the room. It's a little warmer back there, my mom said to me, nudging me. I slowly got off the couch. I went in the room with him. He was laying there, kind of shaky. I said, "Are you okay?" "I'm too weak," he said. That's all he could say. I could tell he was muffled, like he didn't want to say nothing. His voice was all just, it sounded like he was real drowsy, out of it. "Just go to sleep, Colton," I said. "I'm saying anything, okay?" I gave him my big comforter, and he falls right back to sleep. And, oh my gosh, that scared me.
01. 55 minutes. 2:13 a.m.
And I, go to sleep on the futon. It's like a couch turned into a bed. And Colton had the little bed to himself. I ended up feeling bad, and I went on the same bed with him then, folded up the bed and stuff, turned it back to a couch, the futon. I went on the bed with Colton, got underneath the comforter, and slept. 8 a.m. We were both still asleep, and my sister woke me up. "Hey," she said. "Yeah." "When do you guys have to leave back?" "Me and Colton?" "About 2. Oh, I heard he's not feeling well." "Yeah. Well, that sucks.
Rotate device.
Cause I heard somebody like hacking and stuff yesterday in the 2 in the morning. Yeah, that was him." "Oh God." And Mom had to wake up with him. "Yeah."
Rotate device.
I tried to keep it quiet so he wouldn't hear us talking. I told her to climb on the bed, but just come on my right side. She did. We kind of whispered, talk whispered.
Rotate device.
And Colton kind of looked over at me. "Shh, shut up," I said to my sister, laughing. "Hey, love," he said. "Hi," I say. I grabbed his hand as he was grabbing mine. "You okay?" "Tired," he said. I could tell. "Just go back to sleep.
Rotate device.
We don't have to leave until 3 o'clock. "Good," he said. He fell back to sleep, still holding my hand. Amaya was like, "This is adorable. Can I get a picture of you guys?" "Sure." I go right up next to him, and she takes a picture on my phone of us sleeping together. "That's adorable,"
Rotate device.
Amaya said. "Thanks," I said.
01. 57 minutes 44.
She really thought that was cute
Finish button.
of us to sleep together.
2:15
looked at how she thought of it. After a few hours, me and Colton decided to drive back to our house. We left our car at our house, so my aunt drove us. My Aunt Rochelle. She said, I hope you guys get better. Thanks, I say. I grabbed our bag and stuff. Grabbed all of our gifts. I brought them all inside. I was feeling okay, so-so. Colton was still feeling like garbage. I didn't know how he got sick on Christmas. And, he kind of laid around and stuff. Just looking miserable. I felt bad. I didn't want to see him that way. After I organized all of our junk, I decided to just call it a day and just hang out for the rest of the day at 4 in the afternoon. And my mom called to check up on Colton. I said, he's sleeping. She's like, oh wow. I said, yeah, I don't know what's wrong. He's just been throwing up, sleeping. Can't even keep anything down. Well, I gave him raisin bread. I made it from the toaster and he can't even keep that down. Wow, she said. No, that's not right. That's like me. When I first found out I had cancer, I was the same way. Try to eat something, can't keep it down. Well, if this continuously keeps on going on, I would bring him in to the doctor to see what's going on. Yeah, I say. When I go in for radiation, I think I will. When's that? Next Friday. Not this Friday coming up, but next. Yeah. Because the day before was Christmas. And this Friday was just gonna be New Year's or something. And the Friday after is when I go back to radiation. 5:30, Colton was up watching TV. And I was making chicken soup for him. And I was gonna have a little something. I decided to just make the pizza rolls, the little mini pizzas in the microwave that are shaped like squares, pizza rolls, if nobody's ever heard of them. I had some of those, and then Colton had chicken soup. I made him that, and he hardly had some of that. He had maybe about half the bowl. I had the rest. And just kind of watched the videos on my phone. And my phone was dying out. His phone was charged. I gave him his, I put mine on charge. I took to Facebook. I took a picture of Colton and put a caption saying, poor Colton is sick. Day after the night of Christmas Day, he got sick around 10 o'clock p.m. Called me out in the living room. Don't know what the hell happened. 2 o'clock in the morning, throwing up again, had to take medicine. Left at 3 o'clock, blah, blah, blah. All that junk I wrote up until then. And I probably got about 200 reactions and 38 comments. Like, oh my god, what happened to him? How did he get sick? And everything. And I wrote, not sure, maybe just under the weather. And, stuff.
1 hour, 2 minutes. 1 hour, 2 minutes, 41 seconds.
After I, messaged everybody on Facebook, there was more than 100 comments and stuff. and 300 reactions. A lot of people are like, oh, I hope you feel better, Colton, and stuff. Colton posted a little something too. He said, not feeling great today, don't know what the hell is wrong, and everything. I wrote, feel better, my love, on Facebook. He got my message when he was watching something. He wrote on my Facebook timeline. He said, yeah, I said, great. He said, not a problem. I felt bad. I kissed him. I told him I was gonna hang out in the bedroom, let him rest. No, I'll go in there, Colton said. Are you sure? Yeah, he said. He managed to get himself off the couch and staggered to the bedroom. And I made sure he was okay. You alright? Yeah, he said. He collapsed on the bed as if he was weak. And he managed to pull himself up by the wall. And I put on the TV, and he flipped through the channels to find untold stories of the ER. I can't handle stuff like this now. Yeah. So he puts on Animal Planet or some junk. And he starts watching it. Half an hour later, he's at the part about kangaroos and he falls asleep. He hates kangaroos, I thought.
1 hour, 4 minutes, 43 seconds.
I laughed about it.
2:22 a.m.
He felt miserable.
1 hour, 4 minutes, 53 seconds.
And I felt really bad for Colton. We'll do part 3 tomorrow, okay?
1 hour, 5 minutes, 0 minutes.